It was still frozen in England, breath turning to mist, the ground like glass beneath your feet. But 4,000 miles away, a little girl was being born into another world entirely, where sunlight poured through the lace curtains and the air hummed with possibility. This is Valerie's world, a world apart.
Before the heat of Miami, before the mystery of Europe, there was sunlight in Chicago and the hum of a city built by hands that never forgot their old country. I was born Valerie Lynn Collins, 1961, daughter of an English dreamer and a Polish-American firebrand. In our little house in Niles, every story began with the smell of pierogi and the sound of laughter spilling from the kitchen. My mother, Elaine, ruled our small kingdom with a velvet voice and an iron will. She believed in beauty, in order, in hard work, and bright lipstick no matter what the weather. My father, John Collins, was the opposite, a wandering professor who vanished into books, protests, and far-off lands we could only imagine. Together, they made a home that was half cathedral, half carnival. Ours was a world of contradictions. My grandmother prayed to the saints. My mother prayed to patience. And my father prayed to no one at all. English restraint met Polish fire at the dinner table. Between pierogi and philosophy, I learned how love could sound like an argument and an embrace at once. When he was home, my father spoke in riddles. About literature, about truth, about change. When he was gone, the house grew quiet, and my mother's worries became part of the wallpaper. He taught at the university, but he traveled like a man with secret missions. Later, Mom told me she would hear a click on the line as if someone was always listening. We never quite knew where he went. Just that when he returned, his eyes carried faraway light, and sometimes shadows too. Postcards arrived from places I'd never heard: Cuba, Tangiers, Berlin. "The people are kind," he wrote once. "The weather is changeable. The world is full of stories." He signed it, "Love always, Dad." I used to trace the letters with my fingers, as if I could feel him through the paper. When he was away, my mother became both anchor and sail. She sewed dresses at the dining room table, took double shifts at the store, and sang along to Harry Belafonte when the night grew too quiet. She never said it aloud, but I think she missed him as much as I did, perhaps more. She was a survivor from another world, and I was her small American hope. I grew up between languages, between worlds. Yet even then, I dreamed in English, thought in Polish, and wondered what the world looked like through my father's eyes. When I was 5, change came with the sound of packing boxes. My father wrote from Miami, said we'd have a new start, a brighter sun, and a new beginning. I didn't yet know how distance could rearrange a family. I only knew that the sunlight, once so golden in Chicago, began to flicker. Sometimes I think childhood is a language you never stop translating. Every memory, a word you try to pronounce without breaking it. Chicago was the word for belonging, and we were leaving it. I didn't know it then, But the world my father walked in was already burning, and the music that would one day find me had already begun.
We were down on the beach, running in the sand, an ocean wonderland for me and you. Riding on the waves, sweating in the heat, dancing to the beat of rock and roll. And I think we'll have a party here tonight, dancing close to you, it feels so right. Swimming in the ocean on Saturday night, drinking in the moonlight and holding you tight. What a crazy weekend, we're having a blast. We can stay forever and into the past today. Early afternoon, love is everywhere. The wind blows through your hair, just me and you. Hot dogs on the beach, music everywhere. Lay back in your chair, let's have some fun.
It began in the summer heat of Chicago, when the air itself trembled with a sound that would change everything. August 1965, the Beatles at Comiskey Park, and the whole city became a heartbeat. I didn't know it then, but far across the ocean, another heart was listening too. Our stories, his and mine, already moving toward each other, carried by that same invisible rhythm, across years, across miles, across the echo of a single chord. And on a warm Yorkshire night, that rhythm would break the silence in a blinding flash, the flash over Penistone. Read the book that inspired this story, Shadows of the Beatles, available now at shadowsofthebeatles.com.